Hi guys, I'm Lindsay.
And it's me, Mike.
This is the Disney for Couples podcast. It's your hub of information about traveling to Disney parks. As to no kids allowed. We don't talk about stroller parking, packing diaper bags, kids' meals, none of that here, because Disney is no place for kids.
I read a scientific report that kids drool.
Yeah. What a horrible study that would have been. Gross.
It is.
I don't even want to talk about it now.
No way.
Yeah. So what are we talking about today?
Today, my dear, we are talking about the annual pass.
The Walt Disney World annual pass. Yep.
Yes.
So this year we became annual pass holders for the first time ever. It was a hard decision. We kind of had really priced everything out. Funnily enough, it did not save us any money. So in the end, even though the cost balance was not in our favor, we decided to do it anyway. We figured if this is a mistake, we won't do it again.
Yeah. And I think that for the most part, we've actually quite enjoyed having it so far, and we're going to end up taking advantage of it more.
Yeah, and maybe even re-upping when our year is up in the spring. Yeah, newsflash.
I didn't know
news
that.
to you. We might do it again.
I was unaware.
Well, if you renew it, you get so you don't get locked in to your price that you bought it at.
Right.
But if you renew it, you get a discount on that current year's price because
thank God
the cost goes up every year. So that's kind of like the incentive. So if you think you're going to do it, you should, because if you don't and you cancel and then go back, you'd end up paying whatever the price is.
So it's basically we have to.
It's we totally. Yeah. It's
it
would be financially irresponsible if we don't.
So unresponsible.
Writer. He's a writer, everybody.
Yep.
What were you going to ask?
I was going to ask if they give you half of a popcorn bucket.
If you renew.
Right.
No, but it's funny that you said that, because do you remember? Okay, so back up, and then I'm going to circle back to why it's funny that you said that.
Okay.
So everybody out there, we're from New York, which means we only qualify for the Incredi-Pass, which is the most expensive Walt Disney World annual pass. Yay. Which is how much, Mike?
$1,600, right?
$1,649, which includes $100 tax. So it's $1,549 plus $100. Right now, they're doing a special where you get a $100 gift card. So it basically just cancels out that tax, which, I mean,
let's sign up sign up for the next 5 years.
Yeah, let's get another annual pass.
Right.
But so as I was saying before, this is our first time, buying the annual pass. We weren't really sure what we were going to get out of it, if it was going to be a mistake. But honestly, before we even got to our last trip, which was in May, it was already showing us how much it was worth it. Because with the Incredi-Pass, you don't have blackout dates, as you shouldn't, because you pay, gold to buy the pass.
Right.
But you don't have blackout dates. So we didn't have to pre-plan anything. We're late park arrivers anyway. So we just knew that if we had a reservation for whatever park we think we might want to go to for the first part of the day, by the afternoon, we could park hop anywhere we wanted without making a reservation, because you don't need to make a reservation when you do that. Every now and then you have to if Magic Kingdom is getting overrun with crowds, but for the most part, it was just like waking up in the morning and being like, where do you want to go today?
That was great. I loved that on our last trip. The sort of being able to choose right in the moment where we wanted to go. Also, too, one of the first things that I loved about the Incredi-Pass or any of the annual passes was that we didn't have to pay for parking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That adds up so fast.
Totally. Yeah. And, if you're staying on property and you're not going to have a car, then it doesn't really matter. But we drove down that trip, and a lot of the times when we go to Disney World, we end up with a car because we stay in our condo, which is on Disney property, but it's not a Disney resort. So more often than not, we've had a car, and being able to take the parking out of our budget for the week was a big deal, especially because we were in the park so much more than we would have been if we paid out of pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's... 4 days of parking at standard admission is about $100.
Yeah, more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And we, we could have absolutely, we have a year of trips coming up. We went in May. We're going back this winter. We're going before that, we think, for a couple days in October.
Early October.
Before and after our cruise.
I wasn't aware that we were going before.
Yes, you were.
There's so many.
That's why we took the early flight
on this episode.
You're just along for the ride a lot of the time.
I suppose so.
And we probably will use it at the beginning of next year before it runs out. So even knowing that, we knew that if we wanted to do it budget friendly, we could have bought park tickets for the days we were going to be in the park, and it would have come out to less money than the annual pass cost us. But the benefit is that with the annual pass, we were in the park way more than we would have been if we didn't have it. So it's not like it absolutely saved us money any way you cut it, but because it gave us the freedom to be in the parks, we could like go into the parks for a few hours at night, and it didn't feel like, oh my God, I have this 1 day ticket or the ticket for today and 2 other days. I have to use it up morning to night. It was like, just gave us so much freedom.
You're right.
Yeah. So in that way, it was, it was like more money, but also way more value.
And also too, the low key discounts would kick in a lot of the time when you'd least expect it. Like we'd be at a store buying whatever we'd be buying at Disney World, and we'd save 20%, and we'd have no idea that we were going to.
Yeah, I think when I did the budget out and I considered all that, and I kind of did like a dummy budget of like how much would we normally spend on these shops or these experiences or like restaurants or something. At the end of it, we only were a few $100s over, maybe like $400 over for the year of trips, what we would have spent anyway. And those discounts played a really big part of it.
You're not kidding.
So you get 10 to 20% off at a bunch of restaurants in the theme parks, in the resorts, and also at Disney Springs.
Yep.
And then every now and then they have these like really great deals where it's like at these restaurants you get 40% off.
Right.
So if you kind of plan around that, you can save a lot. But there really wasn't anywhere that I can think of that we went that didn't say to us, do you have an annual pass discount?
Yeah, everybody asked.
And you also get, so on top of the restaurants and the shopping, you also get discounts on certain experiences, like the Behind the Seats tour, the Keys to the Kingdom tour, AMC in Disney Springs.
Oh, yeah.
Mini golf, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we still have to play mini golf. We tried.
Every time we go, we try.
We tried on our last trip, and it was too hot.
It was way too hot.
Yeah.
And what is the other thing we save on with the annual pass that really worked out for us for our winter trip?
For a winter trip. Is it something with the hotel?
Yeah, the resort.
Okay.
You get really good resort savings. So not all the time, but certain times of the year, Disney will come out with resort discounts for annual pass holders, and they're really good. So we have a trip to the beach club planned for the end of the year, and we were able to add like 2 nights on for the same amount of money just because of the discount.
Right.
Yeah, we moved our trip by like a week or 2.
Weeks. Yeah.
Yep, and then we were able to add on a couple nights and not spend. I think we even saved a little bit, like spent even less money than the original booking.
Yeah, it was something like 35% off, right?
Yeah, if not more. It might have even been more than that. Because we're so flexible with when we can travel. We took whatever the lowest cost would be, like the biggest discount.
Yeah, all in all, well, I'm sure you have more to say about it.
No, I think that's actually it.
Oh, you're kind of right. I was gonna say, all in all, I really liked investing in it. I think that we'll definitely get it again. All kidding aside, I think that it was a great value for all of the little surprises that were bundled into it, and for all of the things that I forgot that it was gonna save us money on.
Yeah. And Disney trips are expensive. Even if you do a budget friendly Disney trip, like we've done many times, it's a really expensive vacation.
Oh yeah.
And at a certain point, it really, I mean, no pun intended, it really pays to put the money out for the convenience. We're not wasting it. We didn't say we're going to get the annual pass and go for like a 5-day trip and that's it. We're going to be there a lot. But it just made it so nice. It reminded me of when I would go to Disney as a kid and my mom would come in the morning into my room and she would say, where do you want to go today? And you could just kind of choose your own adventure. There wasn't all this planning like there is now. And it was very much like that when we went. We just would say, where do you feel like going? Where do you want to have dinner? Where do you want to be for the afternoon? Or like, where do we think crowds are going to be low? Let's go to that park. Like there was so much freedom. And for a year, for a span of 12 months that you're going to use it a lot, I really found it to be super valuable and well worth the money.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I totally would. I mean, if somebody is going to go, if somebody, if they knew they were going to use it, if they knew they could really like get a lot out of it, of course. Yeah, definitely. It's also really nice to know, like, if we're going to be in Florida for whatever reason, like when we go on the cruise and we have a little spare time, or if we see some great flight deal or some great hotel deal or something, and we just want to like pop down for a short trip because it's such an easy flight for us. It's really nice to know that like the tickets are taken care of.
Right.
We don't have to, the tickets are really expensive. They're like a very pricey part of Disney travel. So it's nice to just know, check, like that's done.
Right.
We already paid for it in full, finished. All we have to do is get a lot out of it.
I would also recommend it. And I would also recommend it because then you get a Mickey Mouse little entry card. And I have it on my desk.
Yeah, and the magnet that we never got. I have to ask about that. I want that magnet. Yeah, I want the magnets for our cards. I want everybody to know
that we're better than them. We're
God,
mean.
Terrible. Okay, so moving on. Do you have anything else to say about the annual pass?
Nah.
The Incredi-Pass?
Nah.
Okay. So our next segment is Disney Parks Trivia.
Ooh.
And I am quizzing you.
She is quizzing Mike. Let's do it.
And this is themed to what we were just talking about budget and money and blah, 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 because the theme is, what does it cost?
Ooh.
So I'm going to give you things that you can get in Disney World, and you're going to guess, or if you actually know, you can just tell me, but you're going to tell me how much you think it costs.
All right.
Okay?
I love this.
Okay. So the Pixie Dust Pass is the annual pass that Florida residents can get, only Florida residents, and it's the cheapest annual pass they offer. How much does it cost a year?
Is it 1,000?
Oh, no, lower.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Lower?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Like so low that I have, quite honestly, when I can't sleep at night, looked into like us moving to Florida to save money on the annual
$500?
pass. $469.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I think it comes with a lot of like drawbacks.
Hurricanes, alligators.
Right. Yep. No, I think it probably comes, I didn't look into it, but I think it probably comes with a lot of blackout dates.
Oh, okay.
But like if you live there,
jeez,
it doesn't matter.
Wow.
I mean, if you live close to Orlando, if you live somewhere in Florida where you have to like travel to go to Disney World, it matters.
That's like 2 days at Magic Kingdom with 2 hot dog meals.
Yeah, the other perk of living in Florida is if you want to get one of the more pricey passes, or you just like don't have the money for it, they have payment plans, which we don't qualify
That would be
for
nice
because we're not in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of perks to living in Florida. A lot of drawbacks to living in Florida, like the weather,
Like Florida.
like it being Florida.
Right.
We love Florida.
Jury's out for Michael.
I love Florida. Okay. Standard parking.
25.
30.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What does preferred parking start at?
50?
Close, 45.
Okay.
So here's something good to know. If you have the annual pass and you have free parking, but you want to park in preferred parking, you only pay the difference. So if preferred parking for that day at that park is $45, you already get standard parking, so you only pay the difference between 30 and 45, which is, Michael, 15.
I'm trying not to burp.
$15.
15. 15, folks, 15.
Please cut the burp thing out.
We might keep it in.
Please no.
Tomorrow's Lindsay's birthday.
Tomorrow is my birthday. Okay. How much is a regular hot dog which comes with french fries at Casey's?
A regular These are great questions, my
Thank
dear.
you. Thanks.
Regular hot dog that comes 16.
Lower.
12?
Higher. No, lower.
10?
$10.99.
Not a non-footlong. They don't do those anymore, right?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think this is just like the all beef hot dog. All beef hot dog
Yeah.
and fries.
That's very reasonable.
Okay, so when I was going through the like menus and the next thing is a food thing too, in my head I always think like Disney. I mean everything at Disney World is expensive, and like the quick service is no exception. But as I was looking at the prices, I was like, oh wow, like that's not that bad. Now it's still expensive, a lot of the stuff, but maybe I'm just so used to it, or like because we live in New York. It's expensive to live in New York. It wasn't like that
Jarring.
sky high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm just a little too used to Disney pricing. Okay, next. Nomad Lounge in Animal Kingdom, which is the place you don't like.
Yep.
That I really like, but we've both been to it. How much is a sangria? Like a glass of sangria?
48. I'm just kidding.
48?
I'm just kidding.
Maybe for a pitcher.
18.
Lower.
15.
15.
Okay.
15 even. Okay. The Keys to the Kingdom tour at Magic Kingdom. How much is it per person? It varies. But we have a span.
180.
Lower.
160.
149 to 169 per person.
Okay.
Maybe depending upon like day or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's your last two. It's kind of the same. It's kind of like different sides of the same coin. If we booked a trip for Monday, like this coming Monday, for one night to stay at the Grand Floridian, what is the cheapest room we could get for one night, and what is the most expensive room we could get for one night?
Okay. I'm going to say the cheapest room would be 800.
Very close, 761.
And I think the most expensive 3,000.
Very good. $33.91.
All right.
$3,391 for what is called a 3-room grand villa. I don't even think that that's on the floor where they get like the food.
What do you mean?
What is the name of that? Our friends Kara and Paul have stayed on that a few times. In Disney resorts, in the nicer Disney resorts, they have these special floors where you get access to like the room with the food in it, club level.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you did, because we saw it we've seen it in a video, and I think we've even maybe seen it at a resort. Like when
we have YouTube, therefore we are.
So, yeah, okay. Well, club level rooms are more expensive, and there's like a room on the floor that you're staying on where you can go in. I don't know if it's like any time of day, but it's for a lot of the day, and they have drinks and they have food and everything, and it's all included.
Is it like legit stuff, or
I think so,
like a bag of chips?
No. I think it's like real food.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and when Kara,
let's sign up.
Yeah, well, I think we've looked into it, but when Kara and Paul have done that, those are the days that they don't go into the park. Those are their like stay at the hotel, hang out by the pool days, so they can really take advantage of the food. So they've
perks,
I think that they've split their trip.
Got it.
Or that's a good way to do it, is to like have stay in those rooms for half your trip and other rooms for the other half, so you can like really take advantage of that.
Right.
Okay, very good. You did very good.
I have another question, right?
No, that's
Oh,
it for park trivia.
All right. All right.
Okay, but the next section is overrated, underrated.
Ooh.
And our topic is the resort cups that you can refill. And before you give me your
Good
opinion,
idea.
I just want to tell everybody like what this is.
Okay.
So, if you're staying at a Disney resort, maybe even if you're not staying at a resort, but there like wouldn't be any reason to do it if you're not staying at a resort, you can buy a refillable cup for $23, $22.99. It's 16 ounces. It's like heavy duty plastic, so it'll last through your trip and you can bring it home and stuff. It has a top on it, so it's like maybe not spill proof, but like it's got a lid on it. And at the resort drink stations, you can fill up with soft drinks, probably water, coffee, tea, iced tea, hot cocoa, anything like that they have at those soda fountains that's not alcoholic. You can refill as many times as you want for the length of your trip. So you can't use it, you can't like bring it home and then come back on another vacation and keep using it. But you can go to any of the resorts and use it. So if you have a day when you're resort hopping, you can bring that cup. It'll work at any resort drink area.
This is a kind of a dumb question, but you can't bring it into parks, I'm assuming, right?
You can bring it into parks. Like you can go to the resort cafeteria in the morning and fill up with coffee and like bring it to the park, but you can't refill it in the park.
You can't like pay to refill it in the park?
No.
No. Okay.
That's
okay.
it. You
All
would just
right.
like,
Well,
I guess you could get a soda.
Yeah.
Pour it into it, but
Right.
like,
Right.
yeah, but you can't refill it.
So what's your stake?
I think that they're worth it. Even when I think that it's not, are they worth it? It's overrated, underrated. I think they are underrated.
Oh, okay.
Now, a lot of people do use them,
Uh-huh.
but a lot of people think that they're not worth it. And I think they're always worth it. And we've never done it. You and I have never gotten them.
Uh-huh.
And every time we've gone and stayed at a resort, we get like 3 days in and I'm like, oh my God, we didn't get the cup.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you. I think they might be underrated too. And I think the next trip, we should get one and try it out and see what it's like.
Yeah, when we go to the beach club, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to save some cash on a purchase that you probably won't even think of, but the fact that you won't think of it times 8 is going to cost a lot of money down the line.
Totally. And times even more than that. Like even on our short trips, I remember when we went to one of the All-Stars and we stayed for like 3 days and we didn't get them. And at the end of it, I like tallied it up and I was like, to like get your coffee in the morning and then drink that and then like refill it with something you're going to bring into the park and then come back at night and get a cold soda. It's only $23 for the cup. So it really probably ends up like paying you back pretty fast.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then you get a Walt Disney World cup with like Mickey and Pluto, and the fourth time that you put it in the dishwasher, it's going to start scuffing.
You don't put it in the dishwasher.
And that's love, baby.
But it's a souvenir. It's a souvenir. And when you're walking around in the theme parks, you see people with like it hooked onto their backpack or something because they've done exactly that. They've like gone, in the morning and grabbed something and had a cold drink to bring into the park. And for us, we like to take breaks to the hotel midday. So we would fill up,
right.
I could see us filling up like 5 times a day.
Yeah.
And that would really quickly add up.
When you first brought the topic up, I was almost in the overrated camp because I thought if we had that, I would make such a stinking point of refilling it constantly. But then I realized that's a Mike problem, not a cup for the world problem.
Why is it a problem?
I think it would just always be in my head, like, we have to be getting our value out of this cup. It just has to be a good value.
It would work against you. Yeah, I don't think it would be that hard to get a good value out of it. I do think that there's a delay. Like, I don't think you can fill your cup, pour it into another cup, and then, like, refill it right away.
Uh-huh.
I think that there's, like, a delay. So that you can't do that, or so you can't, like, pour it out and refill it right away.
Okay.
But I think that's probably just like a few minutes. Anyway, underrated. I think everybody should get them.
And I'm going to go with her and say it's also underrated, and it has nothing to do with the fact that it's her birthday tomorrow.
It is right. That has nothing to do with it at all.
Right.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to Lindsay.
I want to wake up and have you take me to Disneyland because one time you took me to Disneyland for my birthday, and now I expect it every year, and also like every 25th of the month, just in case.
And that's a dream you can keep dreaming, and maybe sometimes we'll make it come true.
One day.
Right.
Okay, guys. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks.
Make sure to stay young at heart like Walt would want.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.